Imagine with me. A last chance. The last chance to set things right. The last chance to learn the truth. The last chance to rise up, to stand together, or to strike out on your own. A last chance to make sure that nothing is left unsaid. This is your last chance. What will you do with it? Knowing that now, whatever you do, there's no going back. The next remembering. There is pitch black stretching infinitely all around you. In front of you is a mirror tall and wide, made of smaller circular surfaces like a mosaic of round, reflective tiles. Suddenly, those smaller round tiles begin to move, like ripples on water. Then, the mirror shifts. It is now above you, and you feel yourself pulled towards it. And as you get closer and closer and closer, you breach the surface of a river. Torrential rain pours down all around you as you feel yourself swept away in a roaring river. You hear a woman's wail, and a flash of bright white light surrounds you. You recall the words from the elf-like child. Prepare your people, gather your allies. And you remember the child saying they would appear once more in preparation for what's to come. And in your mind, you see Alma, the valley surrounding it, and the different domes of protection. You then see the red dome shatter. Then the blue and the yellow domes also shattering. And you see the purple dome full of cracks and on the verge of breaking. And as it all dissipates, you feel yourselves refreshed and empowered as you gain a level. Now at level 5 with the level up since your last long rest, and you all receive the benefits of a long rest.
Hey. So let the record show that we've received the benefits of a long. Your Honor,
you have received the benefits.
I don't know what any of this means, but
all around. Just click that long rest button.
I love it.
Hell yeah.
Take
Best
long
button.
rest.
Favorite
Thank you.
And you are all in a flash of light, back in the Temple of Divinity. Gathered around the center, the statue of the mother is gone. Instead, where it was are shards of broken stained glass.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
You hear a voice. You started disappearing right before us, and there was a flash of light, and you're here. It's Elitza. What happened? She rushes right to your side, Neza.
Wasn't ready for that. We spoke with the mother. Are you okay? What's happening here?
It just was seconds. We just had enough time to see you disappear in a flash of light.
Can I insight check if when Neza said the mother, there was any light of recognition in Elitza?
Yeah, go for it.
Please. Thank you. I just want to see if like space-time continuum-wise. That is a 14.
14. Here's what you see. She has adrenaline moving through her body. You see a wave of relief the second she saw you return, but there was moments of panic right before that are still moving through her body. She, that word kind of almost went over her head.
Okay.
She has not fully processed things, and she's, and Arden is there too, and he's just like, Okay, wait, what was that?
We went somewhere else.
Again?
Yes, but we're back now.
Was I there too?
No, not this time. Well, you were a little bit, yes.
Okay.
But it's okay. It's okay. Arden, who do we pray to?
We pray to the mother,
Okay.
goddess of the moon.
The goddess of the moon. Okay, wonderful. Just wanted to double check.
Wait. And he goes up to the statue. What was here?
There used to be a statue here.
Should I clean this up? This looks like a mess that I should clean up.
We'll handle that.
Well, the stained glass. Where's
I
Teo?
look at the windows. Okay.
Sorry.
No, you go.
Where's Teo? Is Teo in the area?
Teo, he's probably at his shop.
I'm sorry. I was asking Luis, but you're...
Oh,
He's
me?
in it. He's in it.
No,
Teo's probably at his shop.
Yeah.
He said, should I go get him? And Neza, at this moment, you notice something. You notice writing on the ground of the temple. The words, "We existed," carved into the ground just as you did that in the stained glass temple.
Cool.
Cool. Very cool. Okay, I'm going to turn to Goja and say, Goja, I think the stained glass how much stained glass is left where
the statue was, it looks as if it's a pile. So there's like, I would say, what's the weight of stained glass? It's more substantial. You could like fill a bucket with it.
Yeah, when there's a lot of glass, it's actually pretty heavy.
Yeah.
When it's a little piece of glass, not so much. But
My intention is that we take the stained glass to Dale
yes.
and have him outfit them as shards for arrows
You're a
to give
genius.
to the rangers
You're a
to
genius.
use against whatever's coming.
You're a genius.
Arden is listening to you process that, and he says, "That sounds like sure. It sounds like something that he can do."
Yes.
And
Where are the kids in the town right now? Are there any kids around?
Hadi came with us, or at least to the threshold.
yes, Hadi is outside, and
Ristropa?
with Ristropa. Is the last that you saw Hadi was with Ristropa outside, and in the temple with you came Arden and Elisa.
What are the windows looking like right now?
The windows all look, they look a little different.
Yeah, what do they look like?
It is each window now looks the same.
Okay.
And it is a mosaic-like stained glass depiction of all four animals.
Okay.
There's no violence.
Oh!
There's no death. It's a single panel
Wow. Wow.
with all four animals depicted identically on each wall.
In like the way that it was inside the crystal or like the stained glass temple where they're just like in their own panels by themselves.
Yes.
Cool.
So, and it is the exact image that you saw when they were singular images inside the stained glass. So the singular image of the jaguar, the singular image of the eagle, the viper, and the rabbit are now all four a part of this mosaic-like composition in the stained glass. And each of the four stained glass walls are identical to each other.
I go to Leo and Koja. Are the two of you all right?
Yeah.
Shaken, but fine.
Yeah. Agreed.
We have a lot to do. Is there anything I can do to assist?
I feel like I need to get Azune and the hunters
We should
ready.
gather all of them. We should gather the leaders, the elders, and disclose what's happened to us and see if they have any ideas about prepping the town.
Yes.
And in that moment, you hear commotion outside. And Elitza rushes to the door. Hearing that commotion, she opens it. The commotion gets a little bit louder, and she turns to you all. Elder Adhan is being helped onto his feet by Azune. If you need to speak to him, then I guess fortune is on our side.
Oh my God.
They're right here on the doorsteps.
Okay.
And she goes outside, and you see her wave towards somebody.
Leo is gonna run out after her, but before I wanna grab just one of the pieces of stained glass where the statue was and just put it in my bag for keeping.
Take note of that.
Okay, and then I'm gonna run out. to see
Does
what's
anybody
going
else gather stained glass? I know there was conversation about it.
We need to get this to Teo and have him start working on this. So can I have Hadi? Hadi!
Commotion outside is a little bit loud, but you see someone kind of pop their head in. Yeah?
Do you want to earn more?
Yes.
Okay, sure. I need you to gather a couple of your friends.
Okay.
Buckets. Grab all of this glass and get it to Dale.
This glass to Dale?
Yes. Be very careful. It's
Be very careful.
Okay, but the buckets that I see have stuff in it.
Dump it. You have
Takes
full
off.
permission to dump it. Wait.
What?
Tell Teo that we need him to fashion these into arrowheads. Can you remember that?
I can remember that.
Okay, if you do this, you will never have to work for another suite in this town ever again, I promise.
You promise?
Promise.
Wow. For me?
All you and your friends. If you choose to share, which you should share because it's a nice
I don't know
thing.
if I choose to share yet. Is that okay?
Yes,
okay.
you can be selfish. Be selfish.
I can?
Yes, this is very important. You're a hero today. Do you understand me?
He straightens up, his chest kind of puffs up, and gives you a nod, and he takes off.
And then I go outside to follow Leo.
Koja, shall we?
Yes.
I reach for your hand.
I grab it again. I look at Catalina. You see sort of, I'm shaken by the whole experience.
I think
It's
I
all
put
overwhelming.
The other hand on top of your hand. It's okay.
One last thing.
Yes, Koja.
What does it mean to be an acolyte?
I think it means to be devoted, to make a promise that you'll keep no matter what.
And what is your devotion?
For a long time, I thought it was to this place. But I realize it's always been to the people. To you, to Leo, to Neza, to everyone who lives here, to all the people whose names I did not have the privilege to know. That is who I make my promise to.
I saw this place worth protecting. I've associated this place with the people that inhabit it. But after realizing my uncertainty of what this place exactly is, I realized that the most important thing are the people. And that's who we must fight for.
So let's do that together.
I'm scared.
I am too.
Okay.
But at least we can do that together too.
If we lean to each other, we won't be scared anymore.
Promise.
I as well. Let's.
And I'll
Join outside?
Yeah.
Catalina and Koja, after a couple moments privately inside the temple, join outside. But in the meantime, Leo and Neza, you cross the threshold, the doorway from the temple to the square, to the outside. You see in the distance, Azune helping Elder Adhan. Elder Adhan's got his arm over Azune. Azune's helping him walk, and they're headed right towards you. There's a moment that passes between the two of you if you so choose to speak.
I don't think Leo would say anything to Neza in that moment.
I don't think I'd say anything to her, right?
You stand in silence.
With my sister. Yeah.
And you hear a different kind of commotion. At this point, you've perhaps taken for granted the sounds in the town, this sort of jubilation on the verge of the Festival of Abundance. But now you can feel the atmosphere has shifted as some people's heads turn to see Azune helping Elder Adhan towards the temple. Azune looks at the two of you and he waves you forward. He waves you towards him as he's struggling a little bit with Elder Adhan.
I take one look at Neza and then make my way over to them.
Yeah, and I am following her lead, and that's apparent. But I will rush to help. I'll grab the other hand of the other shoulder, so he can have something to lean on.
As Neza, you start to leave, you feel a hand brush your shoulder, and it's Elitza who's standing right behind you. She stops you, or tries to.
I owe you so much more time than what we have right now.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
I just need to know if you're okay.
Yes, I'm okay.
You remember what you said to me earlier?
Remind me.
Do you need me to remind you of what you said to me in the cenote in front of the place my mother is buried?
Oh, that. Yes. No, I remember that. I was just checking if you remember.
That's actually not what I was referring to, but I thought it would be a good opportunity to bring that up, and you walked into that trap beautifully.
Okay, great.
I was
Take 12 points of psychic damage.
I was actually referring to what you said about us, about me not leaving your side.
Yes.
I understand that that's the level of danger that we're facing. So I will be there. I will be there to help protect the people or fight whatever it is that you're going to fight. I'm going to be there, right there with you. And we'll do it together.
You might be the most incredible person on this planet. You know that?
She stops for a moment and she rolls her eyes and smiles a little bit. Oh, why does it feel good when you flatter me? I hate that.
I kiss her. And then I pull away and I say, we'll talk about this a little later, but I just want you to know that I will never, ever take away your choice.
And I will never take away yours.
Do you have armor? Like real armor? Because we're going into... I love it.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out. I'll find something. And she actually says, if you'll allow me, I know someone to talk to address that. I won't be gone for long.
Okay, you don't need my permission. I need yours, so go do your thing.
I'm not asking for permission. I'm just making sure that, I just want to make sure that you're okay.
Yeah, as long as you...
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I like that. I like this protective side of you, though.
Yeah.
And she leaves. You see her heading towards the market square. And at this point, I'm assuming you catch up to Leo and help Azune and Elder Adhan. As soon as you get there, Leo, you get there a couple moments before Neza.
Sorry.
Yes.
I don't know if I'll have time to do this.
Okay.
Can I retrofit this here?
Yeah.
I'm going to try without her noticing to slip on the bracelet that was given to me on Elitza.
Oh,
I just want to sort of, it's not, I'm not trying to hide it, but I just want to do it in a way that's quick
Stealthy,
and stealthy, yeah.
I think as she turns away and as you take a step towards catching up to Leo, she's still within reach and you grab her one last time.
Yeah, and I'll just say, just keep this on for me, okay? And I'll just put it on. It does have to be stealthy.
Okay, and she stops and she looks at it and she looks at you and she then takes advantage of that moment where you're feeling your hand around her wrist and she pulls you in and gives you a kiss.
Oh. Well, I could do this forever, but go.
And then she takes off. Catching up now, you have Elder Adhan being helped with Leo on one side and Azune on the other side, and he's struggling to breathe. The horn. I know in my soul that if I called the people to the gift, that death would be waiting for them there, and I could not. I will not do it. I will not do it. And Azune is just trying to calm him down. It's okay, Elder Adhan, it's all right. It's okay.
What happened?
We're gonna get you into the temple. I'm not sure, Leo. He was making his way back. We were concerned we hadn't heard the horn sound, and so we went towards the gift looking for him, and we found him stumbling on his own, returning from the gift, and he seemed to be out of sorts, very much like how you see him now, and I'm trying to get him out of the sight of the people. I don't want them to see him like this. And he continues to usher him towards the temple.
No, we should let the people see him like this.
Why?
Because they should know that he gave his life fighting for them, and that this is why he's like this.
I know, but I think we need to get him somewhere to calm down and explain the situation. Maybe he doesn't know everything yet. I think he just has a sense.
And he's just like muttering to himself, and he keeps saying, death, death, we'll be waiting for them there, death. I can see it. And he's clutching his chest, the very place that you saw him get impaled when you saw him fall at the gift.
Photos are overlapping.
Yeah, and I think as we're making our way back to the temple, I guess, like Leo just tells Azune, there's a lot I think you don't know, and we have to explain it to you quickly, but there is something terrible coming and we need to get ready to fight.
Okay, I understand, and to be honest, I feel a sense of dread myself, and I'm not quite sure how to place it. Let's move inside. At that point, Koja and Catalina and Arden, you step outside of the temple, and Arden does kind of lean in and whisper something to you, Catalina. Okay, so yes, I get a sense that there's a lot.
Yes, Arden.
Yeah, I've said this already, I feel like 100 times, but...
I never tire.
Oh, every time I try to complete a sentence with you, I feel like you interject something really nice and then it throws me off. And I will really like that for some reason. So what was I saying?
You were saying that you've probably said this a lot of times.
Yes, but so Koja, I couldn't help but overhear. There's nothing going on between you and him, right? Okay, I just want to make sure because maybe a little bit. I don't know. I just kind of feel like I'm in over my head, and I'm trying to keep up. But I am keeping up.
I know you are.
But I just didn't want to.
Koja is my friend,
He seems like a really good friend.
and he can be your friend too.
Okay. Yeah, I would like more friends.
I think we can make that happen.
Okay, great.
I kiss him on the cheek.
Oh, he turns bright red, and in that moment he turns to you, Koja, and he says,
I hold my hand up, only because I've been sort of conjuring up a spell in my. I'm preparing
Nice. Nice.
to a spell. I just don't have time.
So you hold your hand up,
Yeah.
and in the most awkward way possible, he high-fives it.
There you go. Oh my God!
It's like, okay, yeah, friends. And in that moment, everyone arrives, including the high priestess who not long ago turned to gather herself,
Right.
but clearly clocked Azune and Elder Adhan in the commotion that caused, and she too has returned. And she allows everybody to enter. Then she enters herself and closes the door behind her. And now you're all gathered inside of the Temple of Divinity. We have the four of you with Arden. Elitza has left for a moment. And we have Azune, Elder Adhan, and the High Priestess all here together. Azune sets Elder Adhan down and he mumbles one more time, "Death is coming. Death is coming. And I don't know what to do to stop it."
You are right. Death is coming. But with all of us together, there is something we can do about it.
He starts to look at everybody in the room for the first time, starting to take in other people. I'm afraid I don't believe that.
I walk over to him and I reach my hand out to Elder Adhan.
Mm-hmm.
Does he take it?
He stares at your hand dumbfounded.
Interesting. We have seen horrible things, all of us, but we do not remember, but our bodies do.
He touches his chest at that. I don't understand what my body is trying to remember.
It is trying to remember how hurt it was when you died. Many of us have died, many times over. But that was before. It does not have to be now.
Azune leans in. Elder Adhan, It occurs to me that the people in this temple have some knowledge as to what your instincts are telling you. We should give them a chance to speak their mind, hear them out. The sense of dread is shared by many of us. The hunters and other acolytes have been starting to speak to this sense of dread that we have been feeling. I think that they might have a way out. Just please listen to them and don't give up yet.
Can you do that?
Roll for me a persuasion check.
I'm going to give myself guidance because
Yes.
I'm actively wanting this to happen.
Yeah, and it isn't the first time you've engaged
I'll
one
bet.
of these elders in this way.
I'll bet. Yeah, I remember. 17 plus 3 plus 5. That is 25.
25. Excellent. And I would have granted you the help action because Azune stepped in, but you don't need it. A moment passes and you see him take a breath and he calms down and he looks at you. As he starts to look at you, Catalina, he starts to say, I hear your words, High Priestess. And then his eyes finally meet yours and he takes you in fully. Oh, forgive me, I thought you were.
No, she's right over there.
And then he goes and looks at her and they make eye contact and a moment passes between them. And the High Priestess steps forward. And she speaks to you, Catalina. It seems like you have really come into your own. I did long ago imagine the possibility of you stepping into my shoes one day. I'm not sure if that's the path that you will end up choosing for yourself. But it gives me comfort knowing that if you did choose that you would fill those shoes quite well.
I bow.
And then as you bow, she lifts you up. No, my child, reverence right now for another person here. There's no need for that. We share in that for each other. You've stepped into your own, as have you all. She looks at Arhan. Arhan, it seems the moment has come. The moment the curandera told us about so long ago. Do you recall that? Arhan stands up and he looks at the High Priestess and his eyes squint as if he's pulling way far into his mind for something that may have been buried. I believe so. The promise we made. I suppose the time has come. Azune, after a moment where that lingers, he steps in and he says, I have to say, I do not understand everything that's passing between everybody right now, but what I need to understand is what is the actual danger that is on the horizon. I understand this dread that we all feel. I understand death is coming for us, but how?
His name is Ishtak.
And how is he planning to cause this death that's
With
coming
an
for us?
army.
And how do we fight them?
The way we fight anything. Together.
Okay.
We need to gather as many allies as we can. Anyone who can fight. Anyone who can use magic. Anyone who can call upon the wonders of nature. We need them all.
Where is this fight going to take place?
On the road to the gift.
And you are all, as Azune looks at you all share this understanding.
Yes, and there are other things that we found out about Alma's place in the world, but this is the most urgent danger that we need to deal with first.
Neza steps forward and I don't know if you remember this, but I'm sorry for how I spoke to you. You might not remember it all, but you called me mijo, and I snapped at you, and I'm sorry, because the truth is we are all, you may not be my father biologically, but we're all responsible for each other here in Alma. We are all fathers and brothers and mothers and sisters and uncles and friends And everything that we've known in this bubble that we've lived in for 30 years now is at stake. And we only have one shot at this now. The mother who we all spoke to, she gave us a fighting shot for 30 years to stay alive and to build this trust with each other. That's the most important thing. It isn't the weapons, it isn't the magic that we find, it's the trust that we have with each other, the trust that we've built in this town with each other for 30 years. And then he stops addressing the elder and starts addressing everyone in the temple and says, everyone here is terrified. And I don't think it's our job to shove that down. That's not what we do now. We stare that in the face and we use it, because the only time you get to feel brave, truly brave, is when you're scared. And this is our moment. But we have to give everyone in this town a choice to stand and fight with us or run, because that choice has been taken from us for 30 years. And it's no one's fault, but it is a fact. And so we have to tell the people of Alma what's happening so that they can choose. We've chosen to lay our lives on the line for what we believe here, but they have to make that choice as well.
There's something about being inside the temple and the way sound travels in a place that's meant to amplify a voice. You don't notice it at first. You notice it at the end. The final words echo around for a few lingering moments. Elder Arhan looks towards you, Neza, standing a little bit more upright, and he says, I don't recall you speaking to me much at all, Neza, but I can feel the weight of your words. And I believe you, and I agree. We must give the people in this town whatever information we have. They must be made aware of what is coming and how it's coming. The choice will be theirs.
The mother explained that she made an impossible choice and that because of it, she was able to protect us for many years. But the evil that's coming, it's an evil that existed before and will exist after we're done here. It's war. It's the essence of war. And it's been kept at bay because of the mother. And that's done now. They will be here soon.
The high priestess speaks up. Arhan, remember the promise we made to the curandera long ago. It was to be ready for this moment. And she shares with you all. Since we're all bringing the truth out to the open, Elder Arhan and I made a promise to the curandera at the gift long ago. The memory of that remains very fuzzy to me. I remember the rain like we've never seen before and never seen since. But the promise was to prepare as though one day war would finally come to us here. War has always been near. And those that seem to love war have often found their way here to pull some of us into it. But the spirit of the river, through the curandera, told us that the time would come when that war would finally arrive in Alma. And that even if we experienced peace, to not be swayed and to prepare. We have our work cut out. Arhan, perhaps you and Azune can organize the hunters. I will organize the acolytes. We will pull our resources, and when we can, the sooner, the better. Arhan, you must address the people. Azune steps in. I can take care of some of this for us. I will be there to lend assistance to the High Priestess and to Elder Arhan. I will help them convey what needs to be conveyed. But the only people that truly know what is happening are the four of you. We will handle our preparations, but whatever it is that you choose to do to prepare, you have an advantage as you know what is coming. Perhaps we should organize the civilians that are not going to fight. You said that you think this incursion is coming from where?
The road by the gift.
So from the north.
Yes.
So I'm going to organize the hunters so that we move the civilians towards the south. Any capable fighters, we will use everyone we can. Mm-hmm. Anyone capable of magic.
Azune.
Yes.
I walk to the entrance of the temple so that I can see outside. I take out the sword that was gifted to me. And I touch it to the ground and I whisper, "Bear witness." And from it, one by one at first, and then it feels as if it's coming dozens at a time. But the army of the fallen start to emerge as spectral figures in front of them. And I just say, Azune, you can assume command of them. These are our friends. And they will protect the civilians of Alma with, well, they've already given their lives, so they'll protect them.
Azune and the Elder and the High Priestess step forward and look at this vision. These spectral beings coming into full focus. Although they're still wispy and they're made of a silvery light. The features of the clothes that they wear and certain features on their faces are sharp. It is a collection of people from all across, beyond Alma. And they all stand as they manifest, almost 50 warriors from beyond Alma. And one in particular, your uncle, stands amongst them. Azune steps forward with the Elder. I have never seen anything like this. What is it? What is this? High Priestess moves forward. Her eyes are closed, her hands are outstretched, and she reaches up into the sky. As if she left her body for a moment and has returned. You get a sense that she did some sort of reaching out to assess the nature of these creatures. Arhan, Azune, these spirits, they will fight to protect us. Take them into the square when you speak to the people. Allow them to feel emboldened by the ancestors that have come to fight alongside us. Not just those that have lived and died in Alma, but those beyond. They have come here to ensure that we live yet another day. Straightened up, emboldened, Arhan moves through the army of the fallen. They all keep their eyes on you, Neza, as he walks past them.
I give my uncle a nod, and we understand. There's a promise here.
He understands that fully. He gives you a nod, and he is the first to turn and follow Elder Arhan, as the rest of them start to follow as well. And you can hear, as they pass through the people of Alma, at first you hear gasps, at first you hear unease, but you can see from where you are, Arhan raising a hand and starting to call for the people of Alma. People of Alma, the time has come for us to fight for our home. Come with me and hear my words. That echoes as he and Azune disappear forward. The High Priestess looks back at you all. Well done. Well done. And she starts to step away. What do you do next?
Okay. So, above table. So we've got Elitza working on armor. We've got the kids working on arrowheads. We've got the elders working on gathering anybody who in the civilians, moving the civilians who can't fight to the south, and gathering anybody who wants to fight. Yeah, what should we do?
Well, there's more defensive, but I remember Eliseo had the healing potion from the herbalist. So we think we need like healing or
Probably
other things.
should go to the herbalist.
She has stuff.
I'm gonna write a to-do list. Herbalist.
Because that way we don't have to use spell slots for healing, maybe.
Smart. Well, I mean, that's all I'm billed for, baby. But yes, so that if we're far away from each other, let's recall as well in this moment. What were some of the attack offensives from the fight many sessions ago? I think we had some spellcasters.
Yeah.
Some quick little jabby dudes.
Yeah, because it was the membrane guys who were those were the ones that got us in the dreams, which were claws. Yeah. And then
there was one particularly dangerous.
The big one.
Yes, but I was more concerned with the one that looked like a monk. That one was particularly violent.
Yes, the monk. Question, Luis, for the structure of the day that we are currently finding ourselves in, is it morning?
Yeah.
Or is it the exact time of day? Because you said it's only been a couple seconds. So, so it's
exactly
the middle
where
of the day.
you left off.
That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to...
When you got absorbed into the temple. So it is actually later in the afternoon going into evening.
Okay. And so the Monarch Meadows, that's a no-go at this point.
Catalina, as you are gathered around and starting to hash all this out, and you have the thought, you look up to the temple and you recall when you were here last and you were trying to figure out when the time of day causes the sun to position itself so that light shines through the stained glass and lands perhaps on the hand of the mother statue in the middle. You remember looking up and it was moving into the afternoon, into the evening, and you couldn't wait and cast the light spell, and that pulled you into the Temple of Stained Glass. As you were looking up and gathering your thoughts, and you think the Monarch Meadow, a flash happens in your mind. You see a meadow littered with torn pieces of butterflies, the color drained from them, and you hear creature that came to mind way back in the old camp. You feel him gathering more pieces of those butterflies. And you now know for sure the only butterflies that are left are the two that are flying around you.
So then follow-up question as well, because we haven't gone to the gift yet. Is the curandera, has she done her ritual yet then?
You do recall the moment that you saw, before going into the stained glass temple, you saw the butterflies activate. And the moment they became stained glass and you felt a change, even with perhaps no butterflies left to change, she
still
completed the ritual.
Understood. Okay. So that's a no-go. It's fine. So we have the herbalist. We have Theo. Regardless, I think we should still speak with him.
Yes. Because Theo will have weapons and armor?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he has some stuff, yes.
Some stuff.
Okay. Doña Odessa is ill. Are there any other Doñas that we can speak to, or do you think that the elders are going to handle that?
Yeah, I think in terms of, there's no one else really.
Okay.
And then Koja's wolves.
Right.
What are the alpacas capable of?
Yeah, not
magically.
Much.
Well, we don't know. We don't know.
We don't know. I know they can be mounted.
They can be mounted.
So
that's great.
Yes. So I can go collect them.
They have flowers and they seem like more special than regular alpacas.
Yes.
We don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I mean, we have somebody who can talk to the alpacas.
True.
So maybe we can.
Well, yeah, we can divide and conquer a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
Where is the herbalist in town? Like if like, let's say like I was to go get the alpacas, is like the herbalist or anything on the way, or like it's all a little bit spread out?
Around the festival square, you will be able to find Tails' shop and the herbalist are not far from each other. And in this moment, Arden does speak up and he goes up to you, Koja, and he says, Doña Odessa is ill, right? But if you want me to, I can go take a look at her and see if there's something I can do. If you think that Doña Odessa is integral to what needs to be accomplished, then I'm an acolyte. I can heal. I can see if there's something that can be done.
Yes, she's familiar with this fight. If you could, Arden.
I will. But before I go, where are we all meeting up?
Great question.
Great question.
Festival Square?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
By the fountain?
By the fountain.
By the fountain in the festival square. Okay. How much time do I have?
How far does it take to get to Doña Odessa's?
I think I can get there from here in 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
How long does it look?
Yeah.
I look up. How long does it look before those storm clouds come in and the rain starts?
Give me a nature check.
Ooh. I also have, I think, a cantrip that can help with this, which is it can predict the weather.
You do.
Yes.
So 13 on the die.
It's Druidcraft. What was that?
13 on the die.
13 on the
So
die?
I think with that, I conjure a little orb, because it'll tell me what weather's gonna happen.
In like the next 8 or 24 hours.
Yes, something like that, yes. Weather sensor. It's a tiny, harmless sensory effect. It will tell you the location, or that predicts the weather will be at your location for the next 24 hours.
You do that. Neza's looking up at the sky, and you're paying attention to the clouds, the rolling mist, and with this Druidcraft activation, you get the sense that the weather's not meant to change.
Okay.
Understood. Well, so we don't know how long we have.
I need to go to the cenote. So can I,
Okay.
what do we call it, 2 hours?
Less, I feel.
I think
we gotta run.
Before you go, though, I do want to say one thing. Leo, you have the amulet,
Yes.
correct? The one I gave you?
Yeah.
When I was able to look within the amulet, I recognized some of its power that it had. And one of the things that it can do is that it can create mirror images of the person wearing it. I know that your skill set is in distance fighting. Maybe giving the amulet to someone else who's more equipped with close combat.
Of course.
Would benefit from this power?
Yeah, Leo takes it off, and she sort of puts it out, because this is yours, Catalina. Do you want it?
Yes.
Hand it back to her.
As the amulet passes from Leo's hands to Catalina's hands, you relinquish the attunement that you had, and you hear a final whisper of a lullaby in your mind, and it fades away. And as it passes, that round tile you see almost ripple. And now it is in your possession.
I'll take it.
It will take some time to attune to it before you can utilize all of that, but you now have it.
Great.
And
so I think we have to move as fast as we can. Maybe if it's there and back is 15 minutes each way, maybe 45 minutes, an hour tops. I think this is gonna happen, seems soon.
Can you send your familiar?
That's what I've been doing.
Yes.
And the muttering that I was doing earlier was just in preparation to summon the harpy eagle. I slammed the staff onto the ground. The tendrils of green wisps fall from the base of the staff up to the top of the staff, and out comes the image of the harpy eagle.
your harpy eagle manifests exactly where you want them to be.
I give a mental order of trying to find the cadejos.
Okay.
And to lead them to the place by the gift as our meeting place for our battleground.
Okay. So images move from your mind into the Harpy Eagle, images of the Cadejos, images of where you last left them on the outskirts of Alma, and then images of the road towards the gift as the final destination. The Harpy Eagle, familiar, takes off, takes flight, and will run this errand that you have just instructed it to do. And with that, Arden says, okay, so Festival Square, statue, I will be there in 30 minutes.
Perfect.
Okay, as soon as possible. And gives you one last look, Koja, gives you a nod. I'll do what I can. And he leaves.
Wait, Arden.
Yes.
You're all invited to the wedding. I just wanted to say that before. I might not be able to.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Whew.
Koja, will you be my best man?
Of course, yes. I would be honored to.
Arden hears that, and he's a little crestfallen. And he leaves.
Arden.
Get a grip, kid.
You and everybody's best friend, Arden, now.
Hey,
He really wants me to
I love this very earnest character.
I like him too.
Come on.
I'm gonna head out to the cemetery.
Great. So yes, at this moment, what I would like is, I would like for you each to state your intention of where you intend to go.
Yeah, so Leo's going to summon the spirit alpaca. What's the weight limit of the alpaca?
This is
3?
a large creature. It can carry, I think it can carry 2.
Okay.
Very much like a horse. A horse carrying 3 people is
A lot.
tough on the horse.
Yeah.
Carrying 2 people is possible, but not at full speed for a sustained distance.
Leo, I'd like to go with you. I would like to talk to Santiago.
Yeah, of course. Catalina, what are you gonna do?
I think I shall go to speak with the herbalist and the blacksmith.
Okay, we'll see each other soon.
Certainly.
And Leo's gonna hop on the alpaca with Koja, and we're gonna ride into the ranch.
Ride towards the ranch, and you're, Catalina, heading towards the herbalist and the blacksmith.
I think I'll bring Ristropa with me.
Ristropa has been outside, and Hadi is still on him.
Oh, yeah. Hadi, you were supposed to go get arrowheads.
Right. I'm so sorry I got distracted. I just can't.
Quick about it.
Right.
You know what now? You know what?
Minutes.
Now we're going together.
Oh, okay. I did it on purpose.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. All right, and I start leading them both to the blacksmith.
It's the same person.
Yeah, literally, I was
Adi,
the same.
Catalina, same person.
That's your protege.
And Neza, you're heading to the cenote.
Yes.
As you are leaving, you do see Elitza come back. She's on her way back, and she's got a different kind of leather armor on.
Ooh.
How's this?
Come on.
Can't.
Oh, well.
Do you want to come with me? We can see how fast I take it off.
Neza, is this appropriate for let's do it.
Yeah.
She says,
Not in the cenote.
No better place than
Not in front of her mom.
Not with your ancestors watching you.
hey, there's a king for everything.
Yeah,
Oh
there
my
you go.
God.
Yes, you meet Elitza, and you make eyes. You lock eyes from a little bit away, and she just gestures the new leather armor that's on her. She can read the look in your eyes, and she immediately smiles, but approaches you, and she says, "So everyone's off to prepare, I see.
Yes.
And where are you heading?"
To the cenote one last time. Do you want to come with me? You should
course.
come with me. Thank you.
I will. We have conversation that needs to be had, you said. What did I miss?
Okay, so there's a lot, and I upload to her everything that's happened in the temple, with emphasis on, I want her to really understand the idea that I'm grappling with, which is choice, and how she was robbed of it inadvertently, and so as I sort of upload this for her, and I get to the end of it, I just, so you can imagine, everything that's happened to us hasn't really been ours. it's been put upon us, and we made incredible decisions in that bubble, but they were put upon us.
I see. She takes her hand and she says, I think I'll need a moment to process that. For now, let's just notice this town one last time as we walk through it.
There's one more thing I should tell you. You're not going to like this part.
She squeezes your hand a little bit in anticipation of the words that are about to come out of your mouth.
Yeah, when this is done, if we're lucky enough to all survive it, I've made some promises that I have to keep. And I look at the spirit army that's sort of in the distance there. And,
they're gathering around as well.
I have to put their souls to rest when this is done, which means I'll have to leave Alma for a time. And we can talk about the specifics of that, but I want to wait to get married until I'm done with that.
She squeezes your hand, and with her other hand, she taps you on the shoulder as you're walking through the town, heading towards the cenote, and she says, one at a time, Neza. But I hear you. I understand. Let's make sure that we have to have that conversation.
Yeah.
And...
Do you want children?
Huh. Of course.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
How many?
Let's start with one.
Just one?
We can practice a lot.
I like the sound of that. And this may sound strange, but I always imagine twins.
Aww.
Twins? Yeah, I don't know if twins run in my lineage, but we can give it a try. It's genetic. Just saying.
Well, it runs in mine.
Yeah.
Do we know about DNA?
All of a sudden, a scientist over here.
We know about elf lifespan.
They have Google.
You would
They have
know that. They
Google.
would know that twins run in your family.
I think they probably just think it was luck.
Yeah,
They'd
put
be like,
together.
well, these ones are two of them.
There's two.
Or witchcraft.
This one is
witchcraft.
two of them.
This one's two of them.
I feel like the tendency would be that they would probably they would think more things run in a family than do. Yeah, maybe.
Absolutely.
In this case, Elitza seems to think that the fact that there's twins in her family might have an influence on the fact that
there you
we're
go.
probably
I'd
gonna
say
have twins.
it does. Yeah.
And as that debate passes, do twins run in people's family? Well, I don't know. They run in my family. We see Neza and Elitza heading towards the cenote. From there, Catalina, we'll start with you. You're moving with this axolotl and Hadi, and you're heading towards Teo first.
Yes.
Okay. It takes you very little time to get there. The town was very taken aback by this giant axolotl, but now they're almost overwhelmed with the fact that there are spirit warriors walking amongst them.
Yes.
But what is really taking their attention at this point more than anything is Elder Adhan in the festival square, standing with these spirit warriors around him. Azune is there, hunters have already started to gather, and it's clear that they are taking their cue off of what their leaders are presenting.
Yeah.
Although they stand there listening to his words, as you hear Elder Adhan start to explain to them what he understands, Azune interjecting on occasion, you see them starting to get closer and closer to these spirit warriors, and listening intently, they still look up and down with awe at these warriors that are amongst them. And before you even get to, as you get to Teo's shop, you see that Teo is outside his shop, hearing what the elder has to say, and is looking upon this marvel. And he's stunned, essentially. How do you approach him, if you approach him?
I think, as there's spirit warriors, I think what you see is just like the crowd part, and you see Catalina in tow with a giant axolotl with a little boy on its back, and just very calm and very like locked in.
He sees you approaching. The axolotl absolutely stands out to him, and he gives you a nod. Are you hearing what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure, because am I in a dream right now?
No, you are not.
This is an axolotl.
Yes, this is Ristropa.
He goes up to him.
He likes a pet.
Ristropa kind of nods in this sort of like slow and elegant way that is accustomed to his nature. And Teo approaches and puts a big, giant, fat-fingered hand on the axolotl's forehead. Oh, this is real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, come with me.
Okay.
And he turns and heads into his shop. Mm-hmm. I gather enough of what the elder is saying that there is something on the horizon, and
yes. There's going to be an attack by an army. I hate to give you more work on such a unfortunate day.
Wow.
Hadi, and I'm gonna like beckon for him to join me.
He jumps down and he's got this bucket of the stained glass shards, and he approaches.
He's not getting
sits down.
Great. How quickly could you make arrowheads out of this?
And he starts to look through it. Where is this stained glass from?
You wouldn't believe me.
I don't need to know.
Mm-hmm. It's from a goddess.
He looks at you. Then he looks out in the festival square where there's these spirit warriors, and then he looks back at this giant axolotl, and he just gives you a nod.
Festival of abundance, indeed.
Oh, indeed. How is Kosha?
He is well. He's very well. He's with Leo at the moment.
And he's involved in this?
Yes.
He was meant to help me in the shop. I believe I have it.
He did say such a thing. Your memories have been taken from you, Theo, about 30 times over. There are things that have happened that you might remember and things that you do not. That is what we are fighting for.
Takes that in, gives you a nod, and he starts to rummage through his things. He takes the bucket of that stained glass and he starts to take out some pieces and put it on his workbench.
Mm-hmm.
He starts to sort through it, and he sees to like kind of place them, separates the bigger pieces from the smaller pieces. He gets some pieces that have crumbled almost into a dust and he piles them somewhere else. And he says, I think I can do something with this.
They don't need to be pretty, just very sharp.
Only arrows, or can I be creative?
I would adore your creativity.
I have a question for you.
Yes, Teo?
Koja doesn't seem himself.
In what way?
He seems changed to me, and I can't tell if this is a memory or something, but I remember seeing him, and it was the end of the Festival of Abundance, and I remember seeing him and inviting him over.
Yes.
He always liked to work in my shop with me.
Yes. He still does.
Has he? I don't know how else to say this. Does he change shape?
Yes, he does. He does.
Okay.
It's a good thing.
What shape?
Several. So far, I've seen a dire cadejo, the mouth of an axolotl.
Okay.
We are not yet sure of all of his capabilities. Isn't it exciting?
It is very unsettling and exciting, I suppose, but...
I would keep unsettling, maybe that word. If he is within your shot, I would not use that word.
He looks at the materials on his workbench, and his eyes squint, and he says, unsettling or inspiring. And he goes and reaches his hammer, and he says, within the hour, I'll have something for you.
Thank you.
By the way, I'm missing some shields.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
You did lend them to us?
I did.
I could understand that you do not remember.
Okay.
Yes, you did lend them.
But I didn't lose them.
No,
They're out being utilized by the acolytes
Arden
and the
has
hunters.
one, yes. Thank you. We appreciate your generosity.
I thought I was...
No, they are in good hands.
I'll get to work right away.
Thank you, Teo. Hadi, you would do well to watch Teo work.
Oh, okay. What am I watching for?
You will understand.
That sounds boring.
It is. That is part of the lesson.
Oh, you're not my mom.
I know. But I will give you more piragua if you pay attention.
Okay.
There you go.
Can you show me more of what you do?
Absolutely. But first, watch.
Okay. And he climbs up onto a stool and he sits down and watches Teo work. And you see Teo look up and regard Hadi and grin and start to do what he's doing in a slightly different way so that Hadi can see what he's doing.
And if he asks you to hold a candle so that he can see better, you do that.
Okay.
Wonderful.
And from there, you're going to move on to...
Yeah, I'm going to go to the herbalist.
She's outside also, Maya, and her granddaughter's there with her. She's holding her hand.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, Catalina.
Good day?
Good day.
As well as it could be, I suppose.
Well, I suppose you're here to pick up some supplies for what is okay.
You are quite wise.
Well, I'm also hearing the words from Elder
Yes.
Arhan, and I'm taking them as seriously as I can.
It is all right to be afraid.
That brings me some comfort for some reason.
I
What
would
is
hope
going
it
to
would.
become of us, Catalina?
Well, the mother willing, nothing. In fact, at the end of today, my hope is that everyone remains alive and well and safe.
She covers her granddaughter's ears. And then her granddaughter, she actually removes the ears and she says, "No, Grandma, I want to know too." And with that, Maya turns and she says, "Well, I'm assuming, for some reason, I'm under the impression that you're going to want some potions."
You are quite astute as well. I see it runs in the family.
Our supplies for that are... Azune has already come and requested some.
That is fine. Whatever you are willing to part with, it is greatly appreciated.
I have 2.
That is enough.
And then she pulls you to the side and she says, "I was going to keep one for my granddaughter in case she needed it.
Let's sacrifice
But
it.
if you need
No.
it, I will give it to you.
No. No.
I will give you 1.
Thank you.
Thank you for understanding.
Of course.
Potion of healing is now in your possession."
Damn.
You know, everybody's making sacrifices. Just saying.
Insight check as that potion moves from you.
Sure. Insight check.
Mhm.
Okay. That is 16.
16. There's a way that she looks at it as it passes from you to her, and you have full understanding that she just gave you the one that she was intending to keep for herself. And
do you intend to go with the citizens to the south?
well, it depends on what everyone needs from me.
Can you fight? I would recommend you don't.
And she is elderly, and she says, "I'm afraid I have not trained for that ever in my life. What you see before you in my shop is really the only gift I have to offer. That's already been taken."
It is a great one. And in order to ensure that you are able to continue to provide it, I would highly recommend you and Maya go with the civilians to the south.
Persuasion check.
I'm going to give myself guidance.
You can absolutely give yourself guidance. This is intentional. You know this is coming.
5 plus 3, 8 plus 5. 13.
13. You see in her a kind of acquiescence that is mixed. And you can tell, even with the insight check from earlier carrying over, you can tell that there is a part of her that wants to lend a hand. But more than that, you see how willing she is to lay her life down for those that she cares about. She looks up at you and looks at her granddaughter, and she says, "I will be with the civilians."
I think I'm alone with Maya's grandmother in this moment?
Yes. Yes, Maya is who you're talking to. Nail is her granddaughter.
Oh, Nail. Okay. Maya, where is Nail's mother?
She passed away about 30 years ago.
I understand that
Well,
it can,
And she says, wait, no, that's not true. Hold on. And this flash of recognition. The storm. The rain. What's coming for us?
a great evil.
I had another daughter.
Did you?
I did. I had another daughter that passed away 30 years ago.
What was her name?
How could I confuse that? How could my daughter that had my granddaughter have passed away 30 years ago? How could... I don't remember her name.
That's okay. There's a lot of things people don't remember right now.
My daughter right now, Nail's mother, she's in the festival square. She's hearing the elders' words. I had another daughter and I didn't remember that. She turns and starts to gather some things.
Nail is where?
Nail is now outside. She didn't hear any of this. As soon as you went to kind of take care of some things and talk about the potions, Nail went back outside to kind of take in. First of all, there's an axolotl right there, and so she's looking up at this axolotl and like with awe. There's a lot to take in happening right now.
How old is Nail?
Nail is about 9 years old.
Okay, I'm gonna kneel in front of Nail really quickly. Nail, I hate to give you a responsibility, but I must request one of you. Is that all right?
That's all right.
Your grandmother has given so much of her life to care for you, and she loves you more than anything. I want you to make sure that both of you get somewhere safe.
Okay.
Can you do that for me?
I can do that. Where is...
I want you to follow the spirits. They're going to take you somewhere safe.
Stay with the spirits?
Stay with the spirits. Stay with your grandmother.
Okay.
If it seems dangerous, find a place to hide.
Okay, I can do that.
I thought you might.
Stay with her. You mean that one right there? And she points at a spirit. There's a woman, tall, and she's wearing a headdress that has... You can't tell the colors because it's all wispy and silvery, but it's covered in feathers. And she has big pauldrons and plate armor. And she has a giant glaive.
Yeah, I think that one is a good one. Yeah. I think that's a great one. You pick very well.
Okay. I'll make sure that we stay close to that one.
Good. As long as you can, do not let go of your grandmother's hand.
Okay. I think I should talk to her.
I think you should too.
And you see Nail move past you and slowly approach the specter of this female warrior. Whereas the spirits haven't really been, they've been focused on Elder Adhan. They've been following Neza's uncle's lead. But the second Nail approaches, you can see the spirit look down at her and then look forward again.
Can I meet her eyes?
You can try.
Okay, I'll try, yeah.
Yeah, so you approach. You stand face to face to this spirit warrior. She's looking past you, looking forward. Give me an insight check. Insight or religion?
Oh, let's see. The plus is the same.
Okay.
I'll do religion. That, not gonna be good. 5 + 2. Can I give myself guidance? I don't think so. I didn't declare it.
I'll say no on this one. I think this is like something
7.
that moves through you.
Yeah.
You just see her stern, looking forward. You can't read her face, but you do get the sense that this is someone ready for battle.
Yeah.
And Nail stays there for a moment, looks up at you, gives you a nod. And then she turns and starts to head towards her grandma. And she says, I won't let go of her hand.
Not unless you have to.
Okay, not unless I have to.
Good.
Anything else you want to do?
I think that's
Great. From there, we will move to Goja and Leo. Heading down towards the alpacas. Same sort of thing. You're going through the town. Everyone is gathering at the festival square. You hear Elder Adham's voice ring through the town. And in no time, you end up approaching the ranch. That time in between does give you a moment to speak to anything that you care to speak to.
I mean, I think Leo, she's not like closed off, but I think she's just sort of running through everything, processing. So I don't know if she would volunteer anything up
Focused.
front. Yeah.
In silence, so much running through your mind. There's a laundry list of things that need to get done in preparation. You arrive at the alpaca ranch, and Santiago you see him on his way out, and he's hearing the elder, and he says to you as you approach, Mija, there's something going on, I see, and I was going to go to the town square. I hear the elder's words seem very urgent to me.
Yeah, we have a lot to share with you. And I, how do I explain this? Well, I'll get down from the alpaca and sort of signal to Koja he can come with me and with us. I met Mom.
You met your mother?
Yeah.
Is she returned?
She, in a strange way, never left. This is going to sound crazy, but she is the mother. She, there was a war that came to Alma. I know you experienced some of that yourself. And there were supernatural forces of some kind that joined that and were coming and looking for her, I think. And she and Koja here ran and tried to protect some of us. And I think in doing so, she set off a chain of events that led us to basically live in some sort of bubble. And for the last 30 years, we've been reliving things over and over, and she erased herself. I don't know how this is sounding to you.
This is very hard to keep up with, but...
Yeah.
Okay. He looks at you and looks... Okay. He holds his hand up and he says, Mija, I believe you. I believe you. Of course, it is too much for me to be able to understand, but what I know is, based on what I hear the elder saying, is that there's something great happening here, and there's a lot at stake. And you must have come here for a reason. And I'm not surprised that somehow you are involved in what is going to find our way out of it.
We're here to see if maybe the alpacas can help somehow. And I know also, I know you've done your fair share of fighting. I think some of the citizens are coming to the south. Maybe you can shelter some of them here and help them stay hidden with you while we fight up north.
Up north is where the battle is going to be.
Yes.
Yes. I will do my part. And he goes off.
Before he does, I just want to hug him.
Oh, he stops. He feels you hug him. And his arms wrap around and pull you further into his chest, his gut in the way.
Just thank you for everything.
Of course, Mija. Everything everything I did with you in mind, and I did. I'd like to think I did my best.
You did.
Are you okay? You're going to fight. Of course, the hunters are going to make sure that you...
Yeah. Actually, and I want to take out one of the arrows and just show him.
Stained glass, flame at the tip.
She gave me these. It's still, I'm sort of like where you are. I'm still processing everything, but it was, in a strange way, nice to see her. And to know the truth now, at least.
Well, the Mother and the Great Spirit speak to us in many ways. Whether a vision or a dream or something that you truly experienced, its impact remains the same. And the danger we're about to face remains the same, yes?
Yeah.
You'll be safe out there, mija.
I will.
Please. Please be safe.
I promise.
Santiago, I gingerly step forward.
And I think I back away a little bit to give him some space.
Goja,
Yes,
good to see you.
good to see you. Santiago, what was her name?
Whose? My wife.
Yes. You wrote in a notebook the list of the fallen, and you said, remember their names. Try, Santiago, to remember the most important name in your life.
You see his face he becomes distant. His eyes kind of go blank. And he says, I remember the day we met. I remember seeing the most beautiful woman I have ever seen in my life. I was stationed out the outpost on the outskirts towards the southeast. I saw her walking along the shore of that lake. The wind that blew in had made her hair flow forward, and it felt there was something poetic about it. I don't remember the first words that passed between us because I was too mesmerized. She said her name. What was her name? My love, why cannot I not remember your name? She was named after the sea. Her name must have been Mar. But I don't remember.
I'd like to roll a history check if possible.
Yes.
To see if that name jolts something in me.
Come on.
13.
13. It does something. It does something. You know she was named after the sea. You know Mar is what the sea is called. You almost feel it in your body. You remember something, but you can't quite get it. But what you do get a sense of is that it was something that you once knew. Although you do not have the memory of her name, you have the knowledge that you once did, and that memory was taken from you.
This frustration that we both feel at this moment is the reason why we fight. We cannot lose pieces of ourselves anymore. We have shared so much, you and I.
You feel that too?
Yes.
Kosha. I've always wondered what it was between us that passed, and as if there was some thing that happened that remained unspoken.
Yes.
This distance, and it always bothered me. Like an old friend that I had but then lost, and I can't quite remember the fight that made us stop being friends.
But the thing that matters now is that we are friends. We are friends.
We are
We
friends.
will always be friends. No. We will always be family. You, me, Leo, Mar.
She always thought of you as her brother. Okay. I will do as you say. Let me get my things together and let me move towards the town and see what help I could lend. I will guide the people towards this way.
Thank you.
Thank you. Both of you be safe.
You as well.
And he heads back towards the ranch. He turns and says, the alpacas, you'll use them as you need. Some of them are more capable and stronger than others, but they can carry someone.
Okay.
Whether you choose to have them carry someone into battle or carry people away from battle, I'll leave that to you. And he moves on.
How are you feeling?
I instinctively grabbed the bracelet. The only piece of physical memory I have of Eliseo.
Yeah.
I'm frustrated.
Me
I'm
too.
upset. This shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, I think
But I
we
feel
both.
motivated.
Me too. No. I was gonna say I think we both have that piece where we have my mom's bracelet and Eliseo's manta wrapped around her wrist. So
I'm frustrated, but for the first time, I feel like actually we have a say in something, you know?
Absolutely.
Maybe we can change things. I don't know if for the better, but just change things.
Yes, I believe it's our destiny to change. And we can. We have already.
Yeah.
Shall we go to the alpacas?
Yeah, let's see what they have to say.
Yes.
You head to the alpacas?
yeah.
You have about a dozen alpacas. There's a brand new baby.
Yeah, Nico's still there with the foam flowers, right?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And this is the first time you're laying eyes on
That's
the
true.
I
alpaca.
think Leo would now, with all that she knows, point Nico out specifically and say, this was the first one that was born with foam flowers. I don't know if it has anything to do with all this, but I feel like it was a sign from her somehow.
Can I do an animal handling or nature check on this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
What are you intending to ascertain?
I'd like to just gauge, because I am so familiar with foam flowers, just maybe the cause of the mutation that's taken place.
Yeah.
9.
He's just so cute.
Yeah.
No, baby!
You move in hoping to find some sort of connection and draw some sort of a cause. And what you're left with is the reality that nature is incredibly mysterious.
She works.
But
in mysterious ways.
Indeed. But what you are also left with is this understanding that sometimes things are much more connected than we could ever understand.
Have you named this alpaca?
Yeah, the little one's Nico.
Nico. It's a beautiful name. Well, I scan the area and try to find whoever is in charge of the herd, or like.
I think I would. I mean, I don't.
Yeah,
Which
which
one's
one's the
please don't ask me to
alpha?
name all of them right now. But
Yes, all 12 of them.
strong.
What's their deal?
Yeah, just be like, I don't know. 1, 2, 3.
That one's Steve.
I think Leo would know which is like the oldest, the one that's in charge.
Yeah.
So I would point that one out to you and say, this one likes to be the leader.
I see. And its name? I'm kidding.
Alberto.
Leo 2.
Nika.
Nicole.
This is why you're not allowed to name them on Your dad's like, you can't handle the name. There's 7 Nikos.
Nico again. They're all named Nico.
That's the only time Santiago looks at Leo with a kind of like
concern.
Is that elf lore? Everyone has the same name too?
Listen, I have a fish tank. They're all named Fish.
They're all named Fish.
Named Fish. There's little fish.
Big fish.
Your
There's
mother
blue
comes
fish.
from a
Who
long
climbs on
line of
rocks.
Mars.
Yeah.
There's kind of one like that.
Yeah.
Fish that jumps out of the tank.
There you go. Fish out of water, they call that one.
Yeah.
That was so stupid.
Damn, that was so perfect. You do found a couple. You find there are some that are there that are a little older, and you quickly ascertain that these might be good for maybe carrying small children away. Of the group that you have, you determine that there's 4 that are sturdy enough and strong enough that might be able to carry an adult person wearing armor. But you don't know for how long because they've never really done that.
Yeah.
What do they do?
They're used for their wool.
Oh yeah, that's right.
To make beautiful clothing.
Yeah, be cute.
I wonder what, you should ask them, I guess, what they prefer. I would like them to have some agency in this, but the option of carrying civilians back is also maybe a smart one.
I feel like we can use some of them to bring civilians to the south.
Yeah.
And use for the 4 of us.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, above table, we can also use them to usher the sick and the dying from the field to the south.
Right.
People who get sick.
Yeah, I have my companion here, and I point to the spirit one.
We might use that one for battle. My mouth sort of turns, and just like the axolotl, just like the cadejos, turns into the shape of the alpaca to match it. The vocal cords also change, and I am now able to speak with the
alpacas. And I will allow that to be a ritual cast, as you have been here for a moment, knowing that you were going to approach the alpacas. There was a conversation passing, some time passed with the Santiago as well. So you can speak to them. What do you say?
I bow and I look up at the alpacas and I say, I come to you humbled before you and ask a favor.
One steps forward, and it appears to be the sort of like matriarch, not elderly matriarch, but the sort of one of the 4 that you determined is potentially capable of taking an adult in armor. She moves to you and she says, "The air is thick with dread. We understand what the natural world is telling us. We know what's at stake. You want us to join you? I'll tell you what we can do and what we will do, and I'll tell you what we won't do."
Absolutely.
Standing firm, you see that she's willing to meet you, but she's absolutely not allowing you to use them. What you see is someone who cares for their family. And then she turns back, and the other 3 step forward. We can join you. The rest, stay here.
Stay within the confines.
The elderly and the young.
I turn to Leo and I shift back into orc mouth mode. And I'm like, these 4 shall accompany us.
Okay. I look to them and say, thank you.
Are you satisfied with that?
I guess I could persuade them to do more, but I want to respect the law of the nature. I mean...
Yeah, I think Leo also
wouldn't
want them to go if they don't want to go. It
feels disrespectful and... Yeah, Koja would not. That doesn't Oscar wants to. Koja respects too high.
I will say Leo... Yeah, I will say...
That is Dungeons & Dragons.
Leo would ask Koja, I'm curious, do they know where they're from?
Your place of birth. Do you have memories of that place?
This alpaca turns to what perhaps is the oldest alpaca here. And in some utterances, you hear them communicate. You hear Koja. Mother, can you answer this kind man's question? Older alpaca stands and moves towards you. Yes, of course. But we come from the mountains, towards the southeast. From there, towards the north is the range that we normally had. We were stewarded by the elves. We came here with the woman, the elf woman. I remember it all perfectly.
Do you remember it all?
I do, and the flowers around her shimmer.
You haven't been affected by any of this?
Well, I've been affected by some. But I remember.
What causes you to grow such beautiful foliage?
Well, that is something that I don't know if I can answer. Perhaps it is that we are connected to a more pure and natural realm. One that is evident here, too.
Is this home for you? Or do you long to live where you came from?
Home is where they are.
Something about that really lands on Koja. Because that is what the realization was for him as well. Thank you for your wisdom.
I wish you luck. And she returns to where she was resting. You have acquired 4 alpacas that are willing to be of service. Some of them willing to be mounts for soldiers, and some of them maybe a little more apprehensive about that, but all willing to be of service in some way.
They're palpacas.
Palpacas.
No words of positive praise for their handler, I see.
They're like, she feeds us too much passion fruit.
Wow. She named us all Nico.
Yeah. Tell her to see a therapist.
Get a life.
Yeah. Which out of the 4, how many seem to be the most comfortable being mounts versus how many of them seem to be
apprehensive?
Yeah.
3 of them are comfortable being mounts. One seems a little bit more
One's wearing glasses, shaking in the back.
That one was definitely there. That one stayed behind. Yeah. But this one keeps looking back at that one.
When you first get a foster puppy.
I'm not going to go that far.
No, so you hear what? What do I hear?
Those are my glasses. It took my glasses.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the one. Wait a second. We should be, this should be flipped.
I like the idea that there's an alpaca version of each one of us 4.
Yeah.
One is purple. Inexplicably.
Yeah, exactly. One is purple, big glasses.
Some of them are literally purple.
Oh, yeah. Some of them are purple.
I love it.
Purple.
I relay that information to Leo.
So they remember.
They do remember. They remember very well. And did you notice how the flowers seem to shimmer as they...
Yeah.
Huh.
Do they know my mother's name?
Do they know your mother's
name? She's resting, like at the end of the stable. That alpaca matriarch, the older one, the elder that you spoke to earlier. You still have the spell active.
Ding, ding, ding. Excuse me. No. It turns into, the mouth turns into my bug mouth. I ask one more thing of you. The elf woman who came with you.
Yeah.
Do you remember her name at all?
I do not. When I came, I was very young.
Yes.
And although they are very talkative people, they don't all do what you do that allows me to understand what their words are.
Of course.
I know.
One final thing. May I ask your name so I can hold reverence to you?
My name?
Yes.
Do you want the name that the two-legged gave me, or do you want the name I gave?
I want your name.
You hear something that sounds very breathy almost, and even though you are speaking, you're able to speak with this animal, you don't quite understand what that is. It's almost the sound of the wind blowing past you. And then she says, in words that you might understand, the name I gave myself is one that runs with the wind.
One that runs with the wind. I am in awe of your power.
Well, I'm flattered. Keep them safe.
We will. Just as much as they will keep us safe.
And she gives a nod. And then she lays back down and rests, her eyes closed. You notice her breathing is a little bit, she appears calm. Give me an animal handling check.
Okay. Roll high, please.
You got it.
Okay. That's 17.
17.
Okay. You ask and they receive.
She's presenting very calm and very, with a lot of confidence. And this isn't to say that that's not there, but there's something about her breathing when she closes her eyes that suggests that she is just a little nervous. She has an understanding of what is
to come
on the horizon and that it's danger.
Yes, that snaps me back. We have a job to do.
Yeah.
I turned to Leo and I said, it's time.
Let's go back.
To go back. Yes.
Let's do it.
You start to head back with a couple of alpacas, in addition to your alpaca that you summon, Leo. As you start to head out, you hear a voice call to you in the distance. You're late. Again. You hear Eliseo.
Damn.
What? Did you hear that?
You did. Do you turn?
No. Yes.
We must. Yes, we both turn.
You see Eliseo.
No way!
Running towards you. And he catches up.
Oh my God.
He's standing right before us.
He's catching up to you, running. And he says, I made it out. I made it out. I don't know what you did, but the wraith, I knew something was happening to her. And I saw her. I looked into where she was and she disappeared. And then time passed and I thought maybe this is my chance. Maybe I can finally leave. And I just started running. And I braced myself as I tried to run through that barrier that kept me. And then it wasn't there. And now I'm here. I'm back. I must be a part of what it is.
I touch Eliseo just to make sure he's not transparent.
It's like it's corporeal.
he feels tangible.
Yes.
I just look to Koja. And I think I instinctively hide the hand that has the manta behind my back. We're about to fight again.
I sense that.
It was I don't know how far we got with you, but she was my mother. The mother.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm unaware of those details.
And then I just say everything.
Yes. Let us move.
Yes.
And as you return,
I'll walk and talk.
you will
Yes,
catch
he'll
him
walk
up
and talk.
on those pieces.
Classic
that he,
walk and talk.
Yes. Classic West Wing vibe.
There you go.
From there, we move to Neza.
Christian's brain is broken.
My brain is broken too.
I'm happy. I'm so happy.
Elita's with you. You're now arriving at the cenote.
Yes, so my encampment, my home, not the cenote, believe it or not, Neza doesn't live there. It's just a few paces from the cenote. So on the way there, I don't think he planned to, I don't think he knew he wanted to see that place again, just in case.
Okay.
But it's inevitable you will pass it on the way to the cenote. And so I turn to Elitza and I just say, do you mind if we stop it here for a moment?
Yeah, let's go right ahead.
And I walk in with her holding her hand. And I stop at the doorway, the threshold to this place. And it's a yurt, essentially. We sort of live outside. But it's a big one, and there's enough space for my room and what was my grandfather and grandmother's room. And we stop at the entrance, and in front of us is the slab she died on. And I just take that in. And I let go of her hand, and I take in this space that was home for so long, but never felt like home. And all of the feeling one has for home, Neza feels for the first time right now in this place. The possibility that that I might not get to come home again is prevalent. And I go to my grandfather's room, and for the first time since he's died, I sit on his bed with Elitza at the doorframe, and I just allow myself to feel all of that. And I can smell him. And that smell, I realize it's coming from his pillow. And I just lie down for a moment. And I am a little boy again, and I'm holding on to my grandfather's smell and this place where I learned to be a man, watching this man learn to be a boy again with me. And just remember all of that, and I try to hold all of that in. And Elitza gives me space to do so.
Yeah, she watches you very intently and gives you a moment to do that. And then she joins you in the bed, and she puts a hand on your back, right in the middle of your shoulder blades.
It's like everything melts, and I lean into her, and I turn to face her, and we fade to black there. And then there's a black title card that says "sometime later." and when we fade out of black,
there is a moment where you pull her in.
Yes, we make love.
Yeah,
we make love, and we make love in the way that you do when there's the possibility that it'll be the last time.
Yeah,
and we're aware of that. And then when we come back and we're out of that, there's that. How does one say? There's that post-coital bliss, and we're sitting in that, or laying in that, I should say. And she's not quite asleep, but feels as if she's about to be there. And I want to join her in that. And I lie there, and I'm looking at her, and I'm hearing just the soft hum that's piercing my chest and sort of moving my heart quite literally. This feeling. And I think in my mind about what I've learned about power and gods and where power comes from. And in my mind's eye, I conjure the image of the hummingbird because I want to speak to it. And I just ask, I don't know that you've been with us or care about whatever's happening here in a real, tangible way. But if you do, we need as much help as we can get. And I swore that I would serve you without really knowing what you are, but what you are, whatever that is, has allowed me to help these people and to protect them and to protect her. So I am yours. And I open my eyes, and my eyes are blinding white. And bare-chested, all of the tattoos with words that have been tattooed on me, they're blinding white. And I sit up, and I'm being pulled towards the cenote. And it's as if Elitza doesn't really notice that I'm not in that same position. Mm-hmm. And I sit up, and I move forward, and I don't say anything. I follow that thread towards the cenote. I lower myself into it, and I am able to see the pool, and I step forward towards the pool, and I see my reflection with the light emanating from my person, and I see something staring back at me. And I'm not quite sure if my mind is playing tricks on me, and I go to reach my hand into the pool. My fingers break the surface of the water, and those ripples travel the length of the lake, of the pool, I should say, and my hand makes purchase on something quite large. And I say out loud, as I notice for the first time that all of these spirits have come to receive me as they do. And they aren't looking at me, they are looking at the thing that's emerged from the pool. And I just say out loud, I think I'm going to be a little late. And that's where I'm left.
Elitza stirs and reaches for where she thinks you are. Does she feel somebody there?
You tell me.
I think she does. You hear wherever you are, very distant. Neza?
I feel as if I'm pulled out of that and back into my body, and I snap up and I say, I think we should get dressed. I have to go to the cenote actually one last time. And I head towards the cenote.
She gets dressed and she follows you. We have you and Elitza heading towards the cenote. We have Koja, Leo, and Eliseo with some alpacas.
That's insane.
Heading back to Alma. And we have Catalina with the items that you've acquired, instructions that you've given Teo. You have Ristropa with you, and you all, wherever you are, in your mind, you'll hear a voice. I trust you're making preparations. I believe I have a sense of when this might happen, but I need you all to gather. We need to come together. And I need to share with you what I think is the plan. It goes away.
Wait, do we recognize that voice?
Yes, it is the voice that you encountered. It's the elf-like boy that told you.
Elvin DeGeneres. That's what I've been called.
Elvin DeGeneres. I love it.
So funny.
From there, we move. So Eliseo, Koja, and Leo, you're moving. You hear that voice as you're moving back to Alma. You're seeing things starting to. The people of Alma are taking action. Santiago is moving behind you, but you already see that there's some hunters that are moving the civilians towards the south. Other hunters are better equipped. Acolytes are better equipped. You're seeing this as well, Catalina, around you, as the people are starting to understand what's up ahead. And although they don't fully get what's going on, they're trusting the leaders around them and taking instructions. The hunters and the acolytes move towards the north and seem to be, as you gather from whispers that you hear from people passing, they're asking the hunters and the acolytes to form a line, to form a perimeter towards the north. It's from the north that we expect the incursion to happen. So you're gathering. They're hunters and acolytes heading towards the north, that there's weapons, and you gather something else too. You start to see other individuals starting to equip themselves lightly with different items, a little bit of leather armor. You see people like Nemense, you see people like Esperanza, you see people like Adife, people that you have witnessed with some kind of druidic connection. And you see that they start to gather around Odessa, with a cane, and Arden at her side, holding her up. And she's waving her hand and calling people towards her. And she sees you, Golja. And she waves you towards her as well.
I turn to Alicia and Leo, nod, and I make my way over to Lisa.
Arden sees you and you see him light up, and he says, he starts to meet you part way, and a little bit like conflicted because he's been helping her up, and you see Odessa kind of give him permission to go. She's gonna be able to prop herself up on her cane for a moment. Golja, I wish I could take credit for this, but I did go to Odessa and she was sitting on her bed. And she seemed to be recovering. Okay, Doña Matilde was surprised, but she insisted on coming into the square, and she seems to be fully aware that there's something amiss. Maybe you should speak to her.
Yes. Arden, you've done very well.
Thank you. I did cast a healing spell on her, but just so you know. I did, so thank you, Koja. And he steps away, gives you space with Odessa. Odessa looks.
I walk past Arden and I sort of like tap him on the shoulder to just say, "That'll do." That'll do. And I will go over to Doña.
I love this dynamic.
Okay.
Keep him humble.
And Arden starts to look around. And because he's such an easy read, you know that right now he's looking for Catalina. He's like, "Where? I know she's here somewhere." You approach Odessa, and she's there with a cane. She has Esperanza, Adife, Nemense, and Valdez are there, and a couple of other people. And she's been addressing them. Koja. Oh, my favorite student. I understand what is on the horizon, and I assure you I'm well enough to participate in what we have ahead. It's not just the acolytes and the hunters that have capabilities in this town. I have been teaching druid craft my entire life, and I know, and she starts to point at some of the people.
That's awesome.
I know my students. I know you all. And we will not be joining the civilians. Not when everything that we love is at stake. And you see Valdez and Nemense conjure fire. Esperanza, the ground in front of her starts to open up and shape and shift. And Adife has jugs of water on him, as you have seen him shape water before.
I like blink and I'm like thinking in my head, how the hell do they do that? Okay, wow. Doña Neza, I just want to say, I was a reluctant student. I fought who I was. Don't remember much of what happened. But you are responsible for my growth. You have cultivated me into the person that I am today. And I cannot thank you enough. I won't ever be
able to do that.
Let's make sure there's an opportunity for that on the other side of this. We have a lot of work to do. We don't have time for the sentimentality right now that I so wish to indulge, my son.
Right.
And she says that so tenderly. But we will get to that. And then she shouts at the group, remember your lessons. I do not teach bad students. And you can see it kind of knocks the wind out of her, that little extra effort. But the group around that has gathered, they start to then join others heading towards the north, but still making some final preparations. From there, Catalina, you got a couple of, Teo actually finds you and he says, I'm almost done, but here, I have something, Teo's voice. I'm almost done, but I have found some use for this. Arrowheads, I'm not quite sure, but he gives you 4 arrows that have these stained glass arrowheads. Not quite sure what that will do, but there's definitely some sort of humming of some kind of magic there.
Of the goddess.
Of the mother, yes, of course. And he hands you, it looks like a necklace with, in the sort of stained glass, large canines, like fangs.
Whoa.
This is for Kosha.
It's beautiful.
When he changes, just make sure that he makes room in his mouth for these.
How very creative indeed.
Let's hope it provides us with all the help we need for what's ahead.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That is not all I intend to offer. And he goes back and returns with a giant maul. And he starts to head towards the north. Pretty cool. From there, let's go back to the cenote.
Yeah.
You arrive, you're in the cenote with Elitza. What do we see?
You see Neza, and so if it was like a camera POV, the camera would be tight on Neza's face, and he's just perplexed as to what he's looking at. And then it would be a shot of Elitza staring at Neza, perplexed at what she's looking at. And then it would be the reveal of standing in this pool on top of the water is a horse-sized coyote that is tendrily in nature. To D&D players, you could say it's got a fey feel to it. And it's sort of like a big puppy, and it's looking at me and doing that thing puppies do where they sit low and wait for you to move, and it keeps chasing its own tail. But this thing is massive, and it looks as if it is dead. It is a spectral. It looks like the spirits we've spoken to and the spirit guardians that are outside, except it is a horse-sized coyote.
Large. Wow. So even larger than a dire cadejo?
Yeah. So
a dire cadejo is also a large creature. So this is about that size, maybe.
Well, I don't know how big a cadejo is in relation to a horse, but it's the size of a horse.
Yeah, it's getting close to that size. Those dire cadejos are. The dire cadejos are. Elitza is looking at this with awe. I suppose this is a friend of yours, yes?
I hope so.
Then let's take him with us. I think we spend a lot of time, worthwhile time.
Yeah.
But we have a matter at hand that we must deal with.
I try to make a connection with this thing that just seems to be a giant puppy in my mind, and I approach very slowly. And I sort of put a hand on.
It seems to mirror what you do. As you approach slowly, it starts to approach you slowly as well.
Okay, and I just go up to it very, very tenderly, gingerly and try and give a little scruff, a little pet.
Little scruff.
It looks at you and doesn't break eye contact, but it definitely receives that pet, but it is nothing like you would expect and like how an animal would normally respond. It's not responding with like tenderness and affection. It's locked in with you in a very different, but pierces you deeply, meaningful way.
When we lock eyes, I see from one pupil to the next pupil, for just a moment, a golden hummingbird flies. And I'm stunned by that for a moment. And then I sort of seek permission and mount it and jump on top of it.
You do, and it doesn't flinch for a moment. It's as if it's totally at home in this relationship, and it's awaiting your instruction.
I just lean in real close and I say, I'm gonna call you Jail.
Only moment you hear, it's the only moment that you feel some kind of a response to it, as if it takes that in. It starts to walk forward.
Hold my hand out so that I can put Elitza on board.
Elitza grabs your hand and she jumps up behind you and she wraps her arms around you and she says, okay, this is a normal thing, right?
Baby, it is not normal, certainly not normal, but
Neza,
it is now, I guess.
When you were lost in thought earlier at your home, and I can tell that there was a lot moving through your mind. And I'm sure this has something to do with it. You've told me the story of the coyote and the hummingbird. You told me what you believed to be true about it. Have you decided if you're the coyote or the hummingbird in that story?
I am neither.
I think that feels right. You know what I think?
I would love to know what you think.
What if we're just the entire story? Why do we always have to be a character in the story? Why can't we just be the story? And then she tightens her arms around you and she says, I want to be the story with you.
Well, Neza says nothing and holds on to those hands. And I'll just reach over and kiss her one last time. And then I look up at the base of the cenote, or at the ledge of the cenote, and I think to myself, how the fuck am I gonna get up there? And before I can finish it, the coyote has leaped like from one, like sort of
like a ledge.
Boom! It lands on the top of the cenote.
Elitza screams only a little bit.
And I may have peed a little.
And you make it to the top.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming from here, we're all gonna move forward and gather
Festival Square.
at the Festival Square. Time passes and we all meet, the four of you, with Elitza, a new giant coyote mount. We have llamas. We have
alpacas.
Oh, sorry. Ooh,
Do you want to know what we have?
How dare I?
You want to know what we have?
It's only been 24.
We got hunters. We got acolytes. We got alpacas. We got Ristropa. We got the high priestess. We got Azune. We got Arhan. We have Eliseo. We have Elitza. We have Esperanza. We have Nemetze. We have Edife, Doña Odessa, Doña Matilde, Arden, Dire Cadejos, which are not in town, Teo, and a coyote steed.
Wow. I too have an extensive list with numbers next to it.
Ooh, numbers.
Oh, no.
I don't have those. And 4 arrows and a healing potion.
And a healing potion. Keep track of that. If you're passing those items off to each other, take note of that. As you all approach, you see Azune.
Sorry.
Yes.
One thing above table.
Above table.
Just to attune that necklace thing, because
I'd be attuning.
Yes.
Okay,
I'd be ritual. I'd be preparing a ritual, and I give you your teeth necklace.
okay, beautiful.
Which will also require attunement, by the way, and I will...
So we be attuning together.
We be attuning.
And I will explain what all of these items are. But in this moment, you gather at the statue at the festival square, and it is here that you hear another voice in your mind, and it says, well, actually what happens is a child appears. Near the festival square, you see that child manifest, and it blurs at first. And then everyone else focuses. And the people around you, you are not taken by surprise at this point. They do look at this elf-like child and are taken aback by the fact that he has no eyebrows. They have no eyebrows, no eyelashes, the giant black eyes. It all comes into focus. But considering the other things that they've already witnessed, they seem to, it seems par for the course at this point. And the child begins to speak. They're waiting still. They have time. They're waiting still. They're still positioning themselves, but that means that you also have time to position yourselves. The last time they attacked, they moved their entry point from the gift closer towards Alma. This creates a problem as we aren't entirely sure where they intend to break through. My guess is nearer to the town. We should be ready for that. The only way to prevent the annihilation of your people is to bring together everything you have to fight them off. And he looks around and he sees the people that are gathered here with you. And he looks past you and he sees the spectral images of the fallen. It looks like you've already taken steps to achieve that. But it will take everything to fight them off. But in the end, that won't be enough to win. And he looks at the four of you and he says, a private conversation, please.
No.
The information I give you will be up to you for you to share, but it is for your ears. And I speak that for good reason. Okay, and you hear that in your mind. That's not even out loud. That's moved. That is communicated to you in your mind. And he says, the nearest place from here, that's private. I suppose the temple.
Very well.
I will be there. He disappears for a moment. Azune and the elder and the high priestess. The elder and the high priestess are not here, actually. They're off taking care of other things, but Azune is here, and he says, okay, well, I'm going to go convey this new information that I just got from him to the hunters. It's good that we've kept them on the edge of the city, but if the gift is not the place, and we don't know where between the gift and here they're going to be appearing, then we should stay closer to Alma.
Yes.
And he runs off.
Okay, above table, just talk strategy real quick here. If they are not going to appear at the same time they're not going to appear in the same place every time, and they haven't, but they have to bring a fight to us, then it doesn't matter where they want to appear. What matters is where we are so that they come to us.
Sure.
And La Lomita is uphill, which would make fighting very much easier for us, because you don't want to be an invading army fighting uphill. That's how all the armies lose.
How far is La Lomita from Alma?
I don't know.
Far.
It's 2 hours or more.
I
It's
mean,
on the other side
what
of
I'm
the
saying is it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I know, but it doesn't really matter where they have to come to us. We have the power. We can fight on their terms or we can fight on our terms. Is food for thought.
I feel like we can make a decision when we hear what
he has to say.
Yes.
Elven
But maybe we can
child's-
set traps wherever we do decide of some kind.
Sure.
Are we heading to the...
Yes.
Great. The four of you head towards the temple. Elitza and Arden, on instinct, are following behind.
I think they can wait right outside, but I don't think they should stay far away from us.
Okay.
I would imagine Eliseo is there.
Eliseo is absolutely there. Eliseo is there with you, so the two of you have just taken him in.
Yeah, I'm just sort of poking behind me, like, he is back.
Are we walking up at this point? So I'm gonna sidebar with Leo.
Immediate insight check on what the fuck this is. What is this? What is he?
Yeah, give me that
His
insight
body
check.
was in my cenote.
That's what I was curious. Yeah, if you were to have seen the body.
Oh yeah, history check.
But yeah, I think I tell Catalina, I don't know.
It's a 16. What is it? Insight?
Say yeah.
Where are you? Insight. 19.
19. Give me, so you had 19 insight check, and I need a perception check. This is going to be a retroactive perception check.
Ooh, smart.
7.
7. You remember Eliseo's body in the cenote, but the last time that you were in the cenote, you were taken with the giant coyote, and Eliseo's body, you recall, was it Eliseo's body that was next to that, or was it your grandfather's body? You can't remember. The Eliseo that's right in front of you, he looks happy to be here.
How are you here? You were dead. You died.
I can't explain it. I did, yes, but I don't know. I mean, I think you fixed it, Neza.
How do you mean? What that would mean we brought someone back from the dead?
Well, a lot of us have come back from the dead, and Alma, I think he maybe just got to the
Maybe
right
I finally
place.
caught up to what I was meant to get reset into.
He broke through the barrier. The barrier broke, and he was able to walk past it.
And can Leo just now make note as they're talking? Is his manta ripped? Like, because I had ripped it to take off the piece. And
Yeah, it looks as you left it. Yeah.
Okay, so
It looks as you left it.
it's not like a new.
Yes, I'm gonna sidebar with Leo.
Seems crazy, but I guess, I mean, in the grand context of things, it's happened before with others.
You're not even going to check in with your feelings.
I am happy about it.
Good.
But it feels too soon to fully accept it all is going to be okay.
Well, I understand that, but given how little time we have, perhaps you should prepare what you would like to say.
Yeah.
You may only get one chance.
How are you? I feel like you do so much listening and you give me so much advice, but I don't really return the favor. Not that I'm
It's quite all right.
very good at it, but how are you doing?
I'm scared. Naturally. But I feel right.
And I give her hand a squeeze.
Yay, squeeze back.
The women. You're moving towards the Temple of Divinity, and Eliseo is looking at you, Neza, and he's saying, I can't explain it. I don't know what else to say. The wraith was gone. I felt like that was my chance to return, and so I ran, and I made it through that barrier that kept me inside the ruins.
Sure. I just kind of give your manta a little tug. Can I talk to you for just a second? Yeah. How are you feeling about that?
Good, but I don't know what to think yet because it seems
strange. Pretty strange.
But if it's real, and of course I'm happy.
Yeah, if it's real, I'm happy too. Yeah, but just,
To be honest, I was just gonna ask if she could maybe help his soul be okay.
That's what I was thinking.
But
yeah.
Maybe
we have his soul in his body and his body back from.
Maybe.
But just be careful, okay?
Yeah, I will.
And hey, I obviously didn't know that your mother did that for us.
Me neither.
But I've always been proud of you. I'm proud to know you.
Well, you're a pain in the ass, but you're a good fighter, and I think you have the makings of a great leader, too.
I sort of awkwardly because Leo's trying to do hugs now.
Yeah, Leo's trying to do hugs.
I pick up on that, and I give you a really warm hug.
Yeah.
And I bring you in close, and I just say, I would have been so proud to call you my sister.
Well,
I've been thinking about choices a lot, and I wish I had the choice.
Yeah. I get it.
But I'm choosing now, and I'm very glad you're my sister.
I'm glad you're my brother.
Okay. All right, this was awkward.
That's enough. Yeah.
Cool. Watch out for him.
Okay. Watch out for something.
I listen.
Watch out!
Go team.
You approach the temple. You go through the doors. Eliseo is moving in with you. Arden and Elitza are as well. And no inside check needed. Elitza's not being kept out.
Okay.
As soon as, if anybody ever suggests what you wait outside, she says, absolutely not. I am not waiting outside.
Interesting.
I want to hear everything that this child has to say. And Arden, you do too, right, Arden? Oh, yeah, absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
What? Right, Catalina?
Of
You want me?
course.
Okay.
Of course.
Right. I should know and make decisions. So, and he walks in. His sentence finishes with no one else outside to hear it.
Yeah.
As everyone at that point
Amazing.
walked in, and he finishes it walking inside.
Incredible.
The child appears, and he says, "It's important for you all to know, and it's fair to assume that those that are here,
They can be trusted.
they can be trusted.
Yeah.
It's not trust that I have an issue with, it's panic. Ishtak is here. I'm sure you understood that was what we were all up against.
Mm-hmm.
And there is no way to defeat him. But what we have is the means to remove him." He turns to Catalina. "The stained glass butterflies that accompany you, created by your curandera, they each contain within them the power to banish the enemy, as you've seen before. We only have the two that you have. You must use these against Ishtak. Banish him, and once he is gone, with the combined forces that you have gathered, we can defeat the enemy. But the fight will need to happen in phases. When the breach begins, you must fight the incursion for a few moments on your side, hold the line, and utilize whatever resources you intend to use to increase your people's chances of surviving. Then, you must fight your way towards the nearest fracture, eliminating whatever enemies you can on the way. When you're near the fracture, I will locate it, and I will devote my energies to control it. I will create an opening for you, and when I give the signal, you must jump through it. It is on the other side of the fracture that you will encounter Ishtak, and he won't be alone. It is important that we get the timing right on this. If you jump through too soon, there will be too many enemies still on the other side, and they will swarm you, and you will quickly fall. If you take too long, the less of a chance we have to take them by surprise. They will not expect any of you to go on the offensive by jumping through to meet them on their side. And I'm confident I will know their timing because I see them right before me. Because right now, they're working on breaking through the barrier that is keeping them from killing me.
If we are successful, what happens to you? Your future will be changed in immeasurable ways.
If you are successful, my belief is that this outcome will be a step towards that. But there are other steps that must be taken once this is done.
Understood.
Who all is in this room right now? Are the elders with us?
No, it's
just us?
Elitza, and Arden, and us.
Mm-hmm.
And this
Elitza,
being-
Arden, and the four of you.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 of you.
I guess. Who do you pray to?
Who do I pray to?
Yes.
Are there gods where you are?
No. There's one entity that we pay reverence towards, and that is the Great Spirit.
And are they on our side? Are they watching over us?
I believe they are. I believe they are.
When all of this is done, the people of Alma are going to need a lot of help.
I understand. We will address that.
Yeah, we can't feel abandoned twice.
I understand.
You have
take
helped
on-
us so much in our journey to be here at this very moment. I assume it's safe to say on behalf of all of us that we appreciate you and we thank you. Pray, tell us Tell us what we should call you.
Oh, yes. Well, I believe you asked the other one like me what their name was. What was it that they told you?
They said that they did not have one.
Yes. Well, that's not entirely true. Perhaps that is something that is lost in translation. The names that we use are different, I suppose. Guess the closest words that I could use for you in your language is, my name is all of us. And he blurs for a moment, as you've seen them do before. And you can see him start to observe something that's not in your presence. Something's happening. Huh, that's curious. I see them, they're starting to gather. And outside of the temple, you hear a horn blast. A hunter blasting into the horn, the sound of battle. And you hear a roar as chaos starts to erupt outside. And that is where our remembering will linger for now. Thanks, everybody. Come back for what? It's likely the end next time.